This is Harry Felker, and for the Alliance for the Advancement of Agora. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about fiduciary media and agorism. There are a few options. There's, as always, the ferns, silver, gold, metals, and any other commodity can also be used. You can use rice, you can use liquor, you can use anything. What I had recently decided to do was to start accepting silver, possibly gold on high value items for the things that I distribute, be they the fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices I sell, that I grow at my own home, the classes that I teach for Individual Sovereign University, or my book that I have currently out, Fuck the State, or any of the other books that I might be publishing in the future. Why did I decide to go to silver is a very important question to be answered. The real reason why is because the value of the dollar is going down. On my recent trip to the Individual Sovereign University conference, John Wayne Smith, who I was riding with, appraised to me that he buys the same things at the grocery store, and between November and the beginning of March, when we left Florida to go to Kansas City, he had noted that the price of the groceries that he buys, and they're always the same groceries, the price of the groceries that he buys has gone up. This is a bad sign, and to safeguard myself and my production, I've decided to begin accepting silver as a means to exchange with me. I do also encourage everybody else to accept silver, and to use silver to trade with, to start fleeing the dollar in earnest. The only thing I use ferns for is to pay for taxes and to pay for taxed goods. Everything else that I buy, I will offer silver as soon as I take possession of the silver rounds that I ordered from Del Valley Silver, and the Shire Silver cards that I am getting from Ron Helwig's business, Shire Silver. I absolutely encourage you guys to use these means. There are others. There's e-gold or e-commodity, I suppose you could say. Services out there that have imaginary. Well, it's not so much imaginary. They claim to be storing the gold, and what they do is they take your money, portion out a portion of their gold, and then you can use it to spend on merchants that accept their services, such as Pecunix, and I'm sure there are others. Why is this really important to agorism? Why am I putting this on the Alliance for the Advancement of Agora? Well, I'll tell you why. First and foremost, specie payments, payments made in commodities, are considered bartering, and therefore you can avoid taxes. You are not really not paying taxes on taxable things, but you can avoid taxes. If you trade 2 tomatoes for 4 oranges, there is no tax on that. The same thing goes as if you trade 4 oranges for a gram of silver, or 3 grams of silver, depending on the rate silver is at this point. the whole thing is because there is no set dollar value to silver, and there is no set dollar value to orange. You can't really have a coherent tax structure built around this, and that's why it works well for Agorism, because it avoids the taxed market. And secondly, it is a stable store of value. There is always the increase in value because of industrial utility and because of scarcity. The potential that silver is running out is ludicrous, to say the least, because if you only had a troy ounce of silver and you needed to use it for fiduciary media, you could bring it down to the grain size, and your products could be translated into value by grains of silver, which there's a few thousand of those in a troy ounce of silver. There is no there is a certain level where you can't divide it any further, but there is no reason why you can't base an economy on a low number of silver, or a fixed number of fixed quantity of silver. Sorry. And actually an economy based on a fixed quantity of commodity is beneficial. It leads to lower prices. It leads to higher quality, because people are not looking to get rid of their commodities willy-nilly. If we look at dollars, people spend them as soon as they get them. Why? Because there's no incentive to save them. There's no incentive to do anything but get them out of your hands as soon as you get them, because tomorrow they may be worth less. Just take a look at gas prices in the United States. Down here where I am, I saw gas prices rise 50 cents in a matter of 2 days. And I don't think it's very hard to come to the assumption that type of trend can happen with every commodity on the market. Lo and behold, if gas stations were accepting silver, the spike in the if gas stations were accepting silver, I would think that the silver value of gas would probably remain the same as it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, potentially. Of course, I can't really say that for certain, because I don't have a crystal ball. So today's lesson is, please, by all means, you can visit the websites. I will put them down there for Del Valley Silver, which is Karen and Bob Emily's business, and Shire Silver, which is Ron Helwig's business. Depending on the denominations you wish to use, Del Valley goes down to a quarter of a troy ounce of silver. That's 8 grams, a little less than 8 grams of silver. Maybe it's like 7 3/4 grams of silver, something like that. And Ron Helwig's business goes down to the gram of silver. His cards are in 1 and 5 gram denominations of silver, and he also has gold cards for more pricey purchases in 0.1 and 0.5 grams of gold. So by all means, check these people out. They're definitely worth having a look-see at, and really consider moving over to specie, even if it's just for the discrete nature of the market, or because of the value of the market, or for both reasons, which is why I do it. again, what do you have to lose? If you take a look at the value of gold in 1913 and the value of gold today, you have $20 as compared to $1,420-ish, give or take. I don't know what spot is at this point, but I know it's over 1,400. It's not at 1,500. The difference being is back in 1913, if you were making $20 a week, you were doing pretty well. At this time, you can't live on $20 a day. Scarcely, there are quite a few people who are uncomfortable with their standard of living unless they're making $20 an hour or more. So these are things to really consider. If you had an ounce of gold in your hand in 1913, you could secure yourself a place to live. If you have an ounce of gold and you translate it directly into dollars, you can secure yourself with a place to live. 1913, you could buy plenty of groceries and have plenty of leftover gold, and nowadays you could buy plenty of groceries if you translated that 1 ounce of silver into cash, and you'd still have plenty of change left over. There's a story about the Weimar Republic where a woman was going into default on her mortgage, and she sold her silver earrings for, which made her like a millionaire in Deutschmarks, and she didn't have anything else she could spend the change on, but her mortgage was completely paid off, and that was, just silver earrings. This is what inflation really does. So again, not to repeat myself over and 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 over again, but I think it's wise to move to silver. I think it's wise to jump to a commodity exchange. I have prices set for all of the courses that I sell through Individual Sovereign University. My book, which I sell through Individual Sovereign University Press, which is the same website, inside indsovu.com. And if you happen to be in the local area and you're interested in fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices, once those become available and I have an idea of what kind of quantity I have, I will be posting that on Facebook. So by all means, consider what I have to say, and have a nice day.